All righty, guys, real quick. Welcome back. 8:48. So listen, what I'm gonna do today, or what I'm gonna do this evening, yes, it's Thursday. Ooh, the last day of July, 31st. I'm gonna dive straight into my comment section. This is pretty much like a Q&A, but I'm taking questions uh just from randoms and a whole bunch of questions that I haven't had time to get to in my comment section. That alone would keep me busy. So I'm gonna spend about a good 10 minutes that way, I can chop this video up and put those answers into these questions. Guys, a lot of time I can answer a question more quickly from a verbal standpoint than actually, typing all this stuff in. So without further ado, let's jump right in it. Now, this is current. Okay, so somebody I see right here, somebody left this question. I don't know if some of them are not questions, some of them are statements, and some of them are people just being buttholes. I'm cool with either way, man. Engagement is engagement. So 33 seconds ago, Levon asks, someday some genius electrical engineer might invent a circuit that can take in power of varying voltage and deliver power with unchanging voltage that wouldn't wig out other system. They could call it something sexy like a voltage regulator or something. That's already out. Anyway, he talking about this video that I posted that happens to I was talking about the batteries, guys. This is on a Grand Cherokee. Y'all know the batteries under the seat, and they're extremely hard to replace, and they are expensive. That tab alone got as high as $1,000. So a lot of people was commenting on that video with their displeasure to that. All right. What's up, Galileo Mario? What's up, Bob? Oh, what's going on, man? Hey, what you up to, buddy? What's up, man? Same old thing, man. Let me get through this 10 minutes and I'm gonna head on out of here. How do I know if my tie rods and control arms are bad? I hear a rattling noise every time I go over a bump. Tie rods can cause that. Control arm can definitely cause that. In any case, or you at any rate, you wouldn't know until you get the car in the air. Okay, the way we check suspension parts like such, well, we need to take the load off of the suspension, and in some cases, I would grab a pry bar and pick up on, or I would pry against suspected suspected known failed parts. In other words, that tie rod that you're mentioning, I will pry up against that. If I see any movement, yes, that is where my noise coming from. You didn't mention car, but suspension parts are suspension part. There are some known issues with control arm, the bushings. The metal part of the control arm never, unless you just bend it, hit something, bend it. But the bushings will fail, and when they do, they will cause rattling noise. I've seen sway bar links cause rattling noise. A sway bar bushing cause the sway bar to make rattling noise. So you will not know, or a mechanic will not know until you get that car in the air. You got to get in the air and do a nice, good visual inspection with suspension inspection using a pry bar. All right. Yeah, man. Appreciate you stopping by, man. What's up? Patreon documentary channel. What's going on? What are you documenting over there, man? I'm about to check you out, bro. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. And it's a 2014 Nissan. Yeah. That year model, that's like 10, 11 years ago. So chances are there are some bushings that are worn on that car that will require replacement, or you will deal with the noise. So, but that thing had to get in the air, man. What's your opinion about the 5W40 on Charger 1436? You mean year model 14 3.6? 5W40? Now guys, a lot of people I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm a big, guy as far as manufacturer suggestions. Okay. I'm one of those guys that utilize manufacturer suggestions. Now, this particular car, this particular year, this particular engine suggests you use 5W20. Okay. So my opinion on use 5W40 would be against the suggestions of the manufacturer that created the engine. Now, who is that? If you got a gazillion miles on this car, yeah, you have room to experiment. In fact, I encourage you to experiment, okay? Because when they give out their recommendations, let's say 5W20, that is from a new engine standpoint. When you reach over 100,000 miles, all bets are off as far as oil. Forget the manufacturer suggestions at that point. Okay, go off what your climate, go off the heat you're in, go off a number of factors, but figure out what's best for your car at that age and that mileage at that point. So my '06 Jeep Commander 5.7 made it to, damn, that's what's up. 300K mile, 5.7 V8. Never have I touched the transmission fluid. What? Should I just leave it at this point, bro? Yes. Come on, man. 300,000 miles. You have never touched the transmission. At this point, I'm not sure I would mess with it. Guys, there's a lot of opinions out there concerning this. I mean, you can get it. You're gonna get a different answer from everybody you ask of their opinion. 300,000 miles is pushing it. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. 100,000 miles. Who cares, man? Still servicing, man. What's wrong with you? 150. Yeah, man. Still service. 200. Oh no, man. You telling me you ain't never serviced it, and you thinking about doing it now? That's when I would reiterate the fact that it is risky at that point. Okay, but I still not against servicing it at that point. I changed my stance when you start getting 200, 225, 50, real high mileage. My stance become, if you're not prepared to get it all out, I mean everything, then don't touch it. A typical transmission service, you're not going to get it all out. All right. So if you about to do a transmission service, which include changing the fluid, which is only 5 quarts, and the filter, and you have never changed it, then no. That's my opinion. Okay, but I don't know, man. Nunez Racing for now. Man, why you have to tie me up like that, bro? Yeah, that's a lot of miles though. I don't know if I would mess with it at this point. All right. 07 Toyota Corolla does not crank or start. What can I check to get this car started again? You will not crank. Now, let's get this distinguished. No crank is you turn the key to crank and you hear nothing. No start is you turn the key to crank and you hear. So based off your complaint, you're saying your Toyota Corolla does not crank or start. You're not going to start if you're not cranking. So if this is a no crank, I do all my diagnostic tests, no crank tests at the starter relay. Typical ISO relay, pin 30, always hot. Pin 87, always going to the load, which is the solenoid in this case. If you can jump 12 volts straight to 87 and get your car to spin over, yes, you got an open circuit or bad relay or something like that. But no. If you can jump straight 12 volts to pin 87 and get your car to crank, yes, then you have an input that's missing. It could be coming from the ignition switch. I got a couple of videos on diagnosing no crank situations at the starter relay. That is the easiest way I know how. That lets you know what you're missing that's not allowing you to crank. Not start, but crank. All right. I'm gonna have to put a link in direct you to that video, man. But no crank diagnoses are fairly easy. But you have to look at that video because I'll be here all day trying to explain it. The oil separator came off my Audi today. $388. The water pump with air clutch is $240 with my 50% discount. Okay. Yeah, you got this, Jason, man. Jason, that's easy stuff for you, bro. I know you're gonna knock that out, ain't you? You know, even though a repair can be easy to do, a lot of mechanics cringe at the price. Like, we don't care. Yeah, we're gonna figure out a way to get it done, but that price, like, I got a transmission that I bought on a journey. I got to do. I still haven't went up to the parts department, got the parts yet. I'm dreading that day, but I'm gonna break down and do it tomorrow. Jason, go and knock that out, buddy. Man, that's good, easy peasy stuff, man. What's up, man? Good news, Patriot. Trump is bringing back cheaper R134 Freon. Man, they phasing that stuff out, ain't they? We now using 1234YF. Started in 2014, the refrigerant change. Car makers changed the refrigerant to 1234YF. All right. I don't know if any of y'all was around in the R12 days, but yeah, we done with he making it cheaper, but a lot of like I said, if you got an old car, this should benefit you. But other than that, it's not gonna benefit you. I'm not highlighting that one, bro. Y'all ain't finna go political on me. Y'all ain't finna get me in the middle of a political war. You know that stuff polarizing. Those topics are polarizing right now. My oil pressure was 15 psi. I used 5W30 and it reached 26 psi. And engine sounds smoother. My car mileage is 18 and ambient temperature. So are you insinuating the mere fact you changed the weight, viscosity of oil now getting you higher oil pressures, which is, I'm assuming, what you want, your goal? Yeah, like I say, experiment with it. Okay, especially if you over 100,000 miles or close to 100,000 miles, experiment with what oil is going to work best for your engine and deliver you the proper, uh, specs. Because we all looking for that healthy oil pressure that will keep this car from ticking or doing anything major. All right, so yeah, experiment, guy. At 5:30 working at that, I will stick with it. You hear nothing. You don't hear nothing. Okay. All right. 2001 Tacoma oh 04. Bro, oh 01. Oh, now that's a Toyota, right? No, yeah, Toyota 0420. 0420, the cat converter, 02 or cat. I would say this because this is a 01. The older model, the computers wasn't sophisticated as they are right now. If you had typed in 2025, hell, 2015 or higher and ask the same question, I would, without a shadow of a doubt, tell you that your cat has failed. Because the newer computers now have a strategy or a strategic way to test or to check O2 sensors operations first before they start looking at that downstream to see if that wave format doing what it's supposed to do. That's how they can tell if the cat's not efficient anymore. So, but with this being an 01, you might get lucky and get away with just the O2 sensor. At least I would try. It's an 01. What do you got to lose? I definitely would try O2 sensor first because I'm sure that cat going to be expensive. Can you? No. Wait, what? I don't know. Bobo, Jason, what you think about this? Can you mix 134 and 134YF? Oh, you mean the R134? Okay, let me change this question. Can you mix R134 with 1234YF? No, your connections won't even allow it. Wait a minute. No, I ain't gonna say you can't. I'm gonna say you shouldn't. Let me put it that way. Yes, you shouldn't do that, bro. Bob, no, don't do that, bro. That don't even sound right. 10 hours labor. Damn. JT supercharger has to be removed. 3 direct injection lines and 6 cooler system lines. Plastic. More parts needed, depending on how many break upon removal. Damn, 10-hour labor job. Whew, have fun, bro. Yeah, have fun because I'm not interested at all. But sound like a job for you, bro. Thinking of changing PCV valve. Probably haven't done it in over 100K. Would an aftermarket part be good, like a CarQuest, or just get Mopar? This is a Jeep. I'm assuming 3.6 Pentastar. I would definitely go Mopar. And it's gonna set you back 100 and some odd dollars, but it's quality. All right, and you've already waited. I think the book suggests you replace the PCV valve at 100K. All right. I really do. Maintenance intervals. I looked that up a couple times for one of my customers. Yes, ma'am. You're supposed to do it at 100,000 miles, but I suggest you do it when you're doing a tune-up. But yeah, at that mileage, or yes, the answer to your question is I would go OEM. All right. Now, there's nothing fancy about a PCV build. Okay, so I guess you only limit to its longevity. If you got 100,000 miles out of that Mopar, chances are you get another 100,000 miles out of a newer Mopar. So, my answer to your question, I will go Mopar. What is the ideal oil pressure at idle? It varies, guy. This is a dual stage oil pump on that Pentastar. There's a lot of factors come into play on when the oil pressure is raised and when it's lowered. Okay, a lot of input data is looked at to determine how much oil pressure to give this engine. All right. So there's no set. I mean, you can think ideally, but there's no really set. And plus, I don't know what the specs say. All right. So without trying to get into that and answer that, I want to look at the specs myself to see because that's not the first time I've been answered that. And I want to be prepared the next time I'm asked that. All right. Yeah, that's what's up, Chris. That's what's up. No, 123 R1234 and YF are not compatible at all. Neither is the oil. There you have it. Jason got some years under his belt, so I'm sure you know, What he's saying is, make pretty sense. I just never crossed that path to the point where I've had to do it or because like I say, our heads won't even hook up to the yeah. But appreciate that, Jason. Yes. All right, Patrick. Patriot. Mopar doesn't have you park. Mopar don't have your park get a Derman. Man, stop it. All right. Well, I just had a condenser I had to do. I don't know. I was gonna call it a Derman, but I didn't see no orange in there. But I don't know who sent that damn condenser, but that sucker was warped. I missed out on the day the end of the pay period because the day at the end of the month. I couldn't even get paid. I'm missing out on 4 hours because Knucklehead sent me some crappy ass condenser. All right. All right. Two more and I'm gonna get out of here. What's up? Bottom line outdoors. What's going on, man? 08 Dodge Ram 1500 ABS module replacing any special tool. Yes. Now it depends. Bottom line. BLO. It depends. If this a new used ABS module, you may not have to do nothing. If it's new, yes, it may have to be initialized. All right. Because you stick a new computer on a car. I mean, this is 08, so it's an older model. It has no way of knowing, the functions of the vehicle. Some of these modules can go in different applications. They need to be told what application they're in so they can perform, at peak performance. So, this is an older model. So a lot depends on if it's new or used, bottom line outdoors. If it's used, I want to say no. If it's new, yes, it has to be programmed. If you change the compressor in office to any R12 can be R134 easy. Okay, interesting. My Jeep is 2006 Commander VC. How different is it from a 2015? A 2006 and a 2015? You asking what's the difference? A lot, man. 2015 they started adding all kinds of MDS, variable valve timing, all kinds of additions went into that Hemi engine. All right, ports for the MDS. Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure all of that was on the 06 Commander. All right, those some would argue those are better engines during that year time. Well, anyway, guys, that's all I have, man. I wanted to take some of these questions, but I'm gonna end up doing a lot of these offline because some of them are interesting. Some of them are like everybody commented on that transmission, that ZF transmission. If you're gonna get a used one, make sure you VIN match, so forth and so on. The mystery burning smell vehicle that all the plastic got on. All kinds of goodie, man. Multi-point fuel injection versus direct. No comparison. Really? What's up, my dude, Fluffy Mexican? Man, y'all say what's up to Fluff Dog. What's been popping, man? What is going on? Nissan, hearing a lot of Nissan in the news, man. Y'all gonna be all right or what, bro? It's been a minute, man. We got to catch up one day, but I'm sure you're aware YouTube done changed the game on us. All right, but been hearing a lot of news in the news concerning Nissan. So I'm gonna have to do a little homework and see what's really going on over there. But Nissan ain't the only one in the news, guys. Every car maker out right now got some bad press going on with them. We're gonna pull it. That's what's up, man. That is what's up. Yeah, that is what's up. Fluffy got this. That's what's up. Yeah, y'all hit the thumbs up button. Yeah. What was I gonna say? All of them, everybody going through it right now. Okay. And I don't want to blame it on a particular topic. I'm not going to yell out politics. I'm not going to, infuse politics into this topic. But a lot, is a reason for that. Right now, we dead. Okay. As far as work, yeah, we dead. I may see the lowest paycheck from that job. Y'all know I work out of 4 shops. But from that job, I may see the lowest paycheck I've seen in years. All right. Now, without sounding arrogant, and you definitely don't want your boss knowing you okay with it being slow, because when it's time to start laying off, he'll think, oh, well, he don't care. He got this, he got that. Just lay him off first. No, I'm still greedy. I'm still hungry. I still go up to the front. You got anything? You got anything? Look out for me. Look out for me. So everybody know JT a hog. Okay. Yeah. So, but deep down inside, I'm not as hoggish as I used to be. So, the industry is taking a hit right now. Okay, and plus school getting ready to start back, so a lot of people hanging on to their money, spending it on their children. I get it. I have no problem with that. So, but we should pick back up. I've seen this. I mean, I've been in the dealership over 2 decades, so it's like a yo-yo, up and down during the year. That's why you got to have discipline when you're making real good money. Put it up. All right. Yes, I agree with Bob. Y'all get the video a thumbs up. I'm gonna wrap this up. Scotty Kim on to yes, he did. He did. I saw his last video when he said, "I'm leaving YouTube." Those are the biggest viewed videos. All right, whether he telling the truth or not, those get him the most views. All right, Scotty channel took a hit just like everybody else. I mean, you may see 100,000 views every video he put out, but it used to be 1,000,000 views every video he put out. So, yeah, I mean, you got 15. Everybody got 15 minutes of fame. It's gonna die down. You can try to get it back and come back. Blah 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 blah. Just weather the storm, man. It's just a roller coaster that the automotive industry goes through. Economics for sure. I totally agree. But like I say, man, just keep your head up. We're gonna pull through because people have to drive. Hey, Fluff Dog, one thing we don't have to worry about, there's a lot of other career-minded people have to worry about as far as their job. Me and Fluffy Mechanic and whoever, it's some more Jason, it's some more mechanics in here. We will not have to worry about AI robots taking our jobs. I mean, the farthest an AI robot can get is changing the oil. But how the hell he gonna get it on the lift and get it in the air? Yeah, that'll be after our lifetime before. I mean, cars will be done changed by then. So yeah, we don't have to worry about AI taking our job. But a lot of other careers have that fear. Me, Fluffy, Jason, and some, like I say, there's a couple more mechanics in here. We don't have that problem. God, hey, Fluffy, appreciate the donation, man. Y'all know how that work. It goes back into the channel. But I'm gonna get out of here, man. Yes, the automotive industry will bounce back. Guys, I gotta go. Thanks for tuning in. What's up, Jim Deltil? Before I get out of here, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by. You just caught us at the tail end. I just did a little Q&A right quick, a 10-minute Q&A, and jumped up out of here. But trying to keep my streak alive, that's all. But thanks for stopping by, Jim. I got to go, guys.